Janice. I want to talk about two things. One's kind of negative and one's more positive. The first one is the videos. I wanted to give you an explanation as to why I was so upset with your video yesterday, and it wasn't really any of the content, although that last minute and a half that pushed it over the 8-minute mark really wasn't necessary, because a quick Google search will find many, many resources that can tell you how to get to the Outlands, and also can tell you where you need to go before you go to the Outlands, which if you're 52, you can't go to the Outlands yet. Google is your friend. The internet is your friend. It can help you find things a lot faster than I can. But what upset me more was the language you used during that last minute and a half or so, while talking about the Outlands and WoW. You used the F word a lot, and I'm not saying that I'm overly sensitive about those things, because you know as well as I do that I curse like a sailor on occasion, when I get really passionate about something. But this question wasn't passionate. You may think it was, but it wasn't. There's no passion in asking where the Outlands was. Even if you're really passionate about WoW, there's no reason to use very colorful language like that. It was very excessive uses of the word, and it was completely frivolous. And it really upset me to hear that, because language shows others how educated you are and how mature you are. Those two things kind of together. I mean, think of how many Facebook statuses you've seen where somebody acts really immature, where you think somebody is really immature because of the language they choose and the grammar that they choose. Now think about how you spoke in that last minute and how foul your language was during that last minute, and you'll see that that kind of correlates. Like, you sounded really uneducated and really immature, just dropping the F-bomb like it was a regular word that should be used in everyday language, like it's just and, the, whatever. And it's not. You can use it in the heat of the moment. You can use it to emphasize a point. You can use it just to be ornery when you're with your friends or whatever, but I want these, while we're sisters and we're just talking, I want it to be a little cleaner than dropping the F-bomb 5 times in 30 seconds. So I'm trying to figure out more structure to make these videos good, and I want it to be 8 minutes or less, and unless there's like life-changing news, 8 minutes or less. No more exceptions. The only reason I watched last time was because I thought there was going to be something good, and it ended up upsetting me. So 8 minutes or less, and minimal cussing. Those are the only 2 rules. You can still use it from time to time, at a minimum. Like, really be choosy about when you use it. The other part is a dream that I had. I had a dream last night where I was helping a person understand why they should be an active participant in their own life. The person had a situation in their life that they could control, but they were refusing to, and they were really upset with the outcome that was happening. And I was trying to explain to them without being overly firm with them that maybe if they did something, that something would change, but they weren't listening. They just were letting things happen, because good things come to those who wait. You know, love happens when you least suspect it. And I basically explained to them that all through my adolescence and most of the way through my college experience, I was that person. I was about half engaged with stuff. I didn't really participate actively in anything at all. And because of that, I was depressed a lot. I didn't feel like I could do anything. I always felt defeated, and I didn't feel like anything good was going to happen, even though that's what I was always told. And then January of 2010 happened, and I realized that I was getting really overweight, and I was unhealthy, and I wasn't feeling good, and I was really depressed, and I decided that I was going to actively do something about it. And I completely changed the way I behave. I completely changed everything about myself. No more passive aggressiveness in this world. I was going to actively take on the world head on. I started exercising, eating right. I stopped eating so much fast food. I cut out a lot of sodas. I started being more positive about things. I started working harder at my schoolwork, which was already pretty decent grades, but they got even better. In February, I decided to start actively looking for a relationship, because, yes, love can happen when you least suspect it, but you should still be kind of looking for it. You don't just sit on your duff and wait for Prince Charming to happen. You go out there and find Prince Charming. You can't just wait for somebody to show up, because if you just wait for somebody, nobody's going to know you're out there looking. I ended up meeting Nick. Because of this newfound confidence, I was able to graduate and feel more positive. I was able to get a promotion, and then eventually a promotion when I came down here because I conveyed enough confidence and knowledge in the field that when I came down here just to apply for a pet care associate in the hotel, they gave me a senior position because they knew I could do it. The confidence of actively taking part in my life is what helped me to move down here, helped me to go on vacation to Vegas and San Francisco with Nick. It's what has drove me since then. I know Mom pointed out that I've changed a little bit and that she didn't seem to be the most happy with it, but really what changed was I realized that I couldn't passively allow life to happen. I had to take the bull by the horns and really be an active participant in my life. And I don't know why my brain wanted me to think about that, and I've been thinking about it all day now, about why my brain had a dream about that, because dreams don't tell you something, they don't convey something, there are no hidden meanings in them. From what I've been told by enough people who have studied the field of psychology and whatnot, dreams are simply there to convey feelings that you have in your conscious life. Like if you're having a really stressful time, usually your dreams will be more stressful. If you're having a really good time, your dreams could be really happy. Nightmares are an exception, and nobody's been able to clearly explain nightmares to me, but whatever. Dreams don't have hidden meanings. They're just giving you feelings, and I don't quite know what I was supposed to be feeling with this. Maybe I was supposed to convey that to you or someone else, that you need to take the world by the horns. You need to actively be a part of your life, or something, I don't know. So I wanted to share those things with you, and maybe you have a little bit of insight to why that came about, or whatever. I hope that it helped, and I hope that you don't think I'm being a total big meanie by saying that your cussing was out of line. I just feel that it was, and I know that others might agree as well, like Mom. So I love you, and I hope you had a good day, and I hope to hear from you soon.